Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Mic check. No Mariano over here. I got a flight to catch. But ladies and gentlemen, Unapologetic the podcast, one half, Reg Prime Minister. We are back. They're not even really guests. Y'all know Smurf. And y'all know Red Diamond. This is kind of like probably a makeup episode. Me and Dre recorded a crazy episode. It was good, heartfelt. We really dug into some shit and got ready to sign off. And looked, I'm like, yo, how do I end the recording? And I looked and the shit said record. And I was like, fuck. Didn't even hit the record button. And you know, those episodes are like hard to recreate because it's just so organic, and the talking points and everything you talk about, like trying to recreate it is just a whole thing. But I mean, we here, Jay unable to record right now, but you know, we're gonna get this in. This will probably be a New Year. This will probably come out on New Year. New Year is next Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this will drop New Year's Day. Yep. Fresh off the presses for Unapologetic Family, New Year episode.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, but Merry Christmas to both of y'all.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yes.
How did Christmas on a Saturday feel?
Weird.
Regular? Did it? Was it weird?
Yeah. I mean, no, maybe regular. It's snowing here though.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. It's been snowing all day here. But it's actually starting to stick now. So I got back home just in time because I do not drive in that mess.
I bet. But you know what? Let me stop being rude. Let me go ahead and get y'all, because I introduced y'all and I really hate to introduce who I have on. So if I let y'all introduce yourself, y'all can introduce and plug whatever you need to plug, because I know Smurf got a lot of things going on. He can plug. Cherie, not so much because she just don't. Listen, Unapologetic Family, y'all know Cherie. Y'all know how y'all know how she give it up. She gonna get on and she gonna say fuck Washington State and all this other shit. And if you got a problem with it, come see me.
Come holler at me.
But nah, I'm listen. I already introduced y'all, but I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself and plug whatever y'all need to plug before we even like get into the small talk and then start like just vibing.
And ladies first.
First.
But you fried dyed and laid to the side. I see the hair though.
I know, right?
I know,
right? That hair popping, a lot of body to it, a lot of body.
And before you go, let me talk about that unapologetic pink hoodie you got on. That's all right. I mean, it's glowing.
I like
it.
It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Make sure you wear that out somewhere.
I will.
But go ahead though. My enough of me being rude. Go ahead.
Yes. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Unapologetic, the pod family, Reg and Smurf. Not too much with me, you know, as he already said, I'm in Washington. It is snowing here and cold. Unlike the East Coast, it's probably a little warm. East Coast, I know. A little warm. But other than that, you know, it is what it is. I'm blessed. My son had a good Christmas. He woke up happy. He's upstairs playing some of his things that he got for Christmas. So yeah, I'm good. Ready for the new year.
And Red Diamond. Red.
And that is.
I said Cherie. I meant to say Red Diamond. We're not using Cherie no more. It's Red Diamond.
Okay.
Red Diamond.
Red Diamond.
Red Diamond. And of course, well, neither one of y'all need an introduction, but go ahead, Smurf.
Nah, man, you know me, Smurf, you lovable asshole. One half of Aries Talking Sports. Boy, Reg, the Prime Minister.
Yep.
You know, we come at y'all every week, every Friday we drop. Just to give you your sports needs, a little barbershop talk type deal.
Yep.
Of course, I actually am working on something for myself, so I'm still coming up with a name. I think it might be Smurf and Friends, something to that nature.
Okay.
That's the hardest thing right there, just the name.
Yeah, because
that name sticks.
Yeah. But I do something on my own. Be pretty much be creative with it. Of course, have my friends on. Of course, reach out to other podcasts and things like that, and just let it grow into what I can make it. What I can make it. So that's it, man. Shoot. Of course, Merry Christmas to everybody, to the Unapologetic family, to you both as well.
Forgetting something, Angel?
What's that?
You forgetting something, Angel?
What I'm forgetting?
You said Aries, and you working on your own thing.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Well, photography, but
Oh yeah, I am.
But they know that though. I mean, but go ahead. Yeah. Still.
But yeah, of course, happy holidays to everybody. Just finished another my not my last semester, but I got coming up on. This is the last semester right here, so just finishing up a semester. Whew, y'all, telling you, I'm just ready to be done. I'm just ready to be done.
Home stretch.
Yeah, I'm just ready to be done. But I don't want to continue to. I don't want to continue to bore the Unapologetic fam. I just want to at least share that with everybody. And let's get this podcast rolling, baby.
Hey, y'all, listen. Like you said, hey, sports. Y'all check out Aries Talking Sports.
Please.
Check us out. Dope segments. Like we got some. Just check it out. You'll see.
Look,
and you won't regret it.
Our last 3 episodes have been some very good episodes. They've been fun. They're definitely interactive. So we definitely would love to hear from other people on those, especially those last 3. We'd love to hear from all episodes, but those last 3, they have lists. So we would love to hear everybody's list.
Yeah, we turn it up. But so Christmas on a Saturday. I really didn't realize. I like everybody was talking about it. I really didn't realize it that much. I'm like, oh, it is Saturday, and I really can't remember last time Christmas on a Saturday. But I think everybody like kind of tracks it. Well, so in the military, we don't really track it that much because we're gonna get 4 days off anyway.
Right.
Like regardless of when that shit could be on a Wednesday, they're gonna find some way to plug that shit in. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I really enjoyed the day. I actually got a chance to spend time with both of my girls. Well, I guess you could say Luna's my girl. She's the.
She is
the
G baby.
I got a chance to be with everybody individually, but I mean, still good. But and I think that's kind of better at times because it's hard to like give everybody attention at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and then if Luna's there, like. She's gonna get all the attention.
She get all the attention.
She's gonna make sure she get the attention. Because even when I went to see Passion, like she was all over me. She was in my lap. She was talking. She was like, "Come on, let's go to my room and play." I'm like, "Okay, but I gotta talk to my baby too." She was like,
"I'm your baby."
Yeah, I gotta talk to my baby too. She's looking at me like, "Nigga, who? I'm the baby in this." Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
I'm the captain now.
Right. Yeah. But I never got into the holiday spirit though. I don't know. Like I've been saying that the last couple episodes that I've been on. I mean, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. I
think it's a lot harder as we get older. Because Christmas it's not made for adults. It caters to children. It's just for us. Look, it's for us to spend our damn hard-earned money on our children.
That and I think as being single, and if you don't because you know my baby is no longer in the house, Passion is gone. So I think being single and then not like having, you know, a child or a girlfriend or boyfriend, spouse or whoever in the house with you, like it just like okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
You know, because I'm pretty sure your Christmas probably would have been different. You know, if you was if Kyrie was older and he was out the house, he was somewhere in college or school or something, and you just you know there by yourself, you're like, okay, well, whatever. I might put up a tree, I might not. And I was kind of forced to put up a tree by Cherie and Red Diamond and many other people, my mom included. Everybody was like, you need to go ahead and put your tree up. So I put that shit up probably a week before Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey, you still got it up though.
Yeah, but I mean it didn't like do what it was supposed to do. I guess it didn't get me in the mood like the Christmas spirit. So I was just like, you know, whatever. But I mean, it's up. It's blinking out there now, giving me damn Tourette's and shit. Well, not Tourette's, it's setting off all kind of shit when I walk by because that shit just be blinking. I'm looking at that shit but I gotta adjust the light somehow. Like they got buttons on, you could push and it changed the blink pattern and all that. But whatever. Man, so as I said, this episode is probably will be New Year's. So depending on if me and Dre end up recording anytime in between now and New Year's, I mean, this probably will be the last recording for Unapologetic for the year of 2021. So it'll probably kind of be like a closeout for the year.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be revisiting like some of the well, all of us. I because I urge y'all to just we are going to share things from 2021, you know, far and personal. If y'all want to go that deep or whatever else, you know. Yeah. But one thing I did want to highlight before we get started is Kim Potter. She was found guilty earlier this week, which is a great thing.
Yes.
Way to hold accountability.
Right. And it's about time, you know, we're starting to, you know, we got 3 this year.
That's 3?
Derek Chauvin,
okay.
Ahmaud Arbery, and
okay.
Kim. Well, I hate to say Ahmaud Arbery, but because I don't know those 3 white man names, but you know, those 3 white guys that murdered Ahmaud Arbery and then Kim Potter.
Yeah.
So.
we doing something. I'm not gonna say we got it totally right, but
not even it ain't we. It's them.
I've been saying the damn justice system still fucked because you still ended up getting what's the kid's name? Kyle Rittenhouse.
Right.
Fucking so I mean it's so much that needs to be done, but of course it seems like this gives some type of hope, you know, as time progresses.
Right. It's looking up. So
right.
And you know, steps in the right direction. It would have been definitely more outrage had, you know, a lot of those victims of that Kyle Rittenhouse, you know, took the lives of were Black. So they would have definitely been way more outraged because
absolutely,
you know, because we're so used to getting that short end of the stick, you know, we definitely have to speak up and come out and, you know, do whatever we need to do, you know, to make voices get heard. And it's just so hard because they want us to do it peacefully, but peacefully don't really solve nothing. If we protest and we fuck a little bit of shit up, then it looks a certain way, but whatever. I mean, anyway, Kim Potter found guilty. I'm happy about it. I will not shed any tears. I'm more glad that no one. I might be. Well, y'all let me know if I'm wrong for saying this, but I'm glad no one kind of wanted to go up and give her a hug and shed tears and all that other shit with her. And you know, like, no, take your ass to jail. You did what the fuck you did, and ain't no sympathy coming from the culture right now for you, Kim.
She definitely got what she deserved, because that was no damn taser, and she knew it.
Yeah, all right. I'm like, there's a difference in weight. I'm sure, like, and I don't know, somebody may have to correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the weapon, like, for a police officer, their weapon on their strong-handed, like their strong hand side?
Yeah, whatever their fire trigger.
So come on now.
Supposed to be.
Just like when we're in the military, you know, depending on what fire. I mean, you are either a left-hand or a right-hand shooter. So yeah.
Like, we always were taught muzzle awareness, all that shit. Like,
yeah,
rules, like when we deployed rules of engagement, like,
right,
like all that shit. Guess what? We still had to abide by.
Yeah, that's crazy that we can't just shoot the enemy. We got to go through these steps, these rules of engagement. But police officers can just
even with that. So in our group chat, like I sent that article for the 14-year-old teenager, the little girl was. When I say 14, of course 14 is a teenager, but yes, the 14-year-old child that was killed what was it, 2 days ago?
2 days
before Christmas.
Like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because the police were firing at somebody that had a bike chain, but the reports came out first. I guess they said upon arriving to the scene, reports said or they was advised that it was an active shooter or somebody with a weapon. Then they said shots were being fired, but they get there, the guy got a bike chain, there's no weapon, there's no shots been fired. They the only ones to fire shots. And when they still, I mean,
so my thing is, you go in shooting, like,
well, I don't think so. Reports are still coming out. I don't think they went in shooting, but even with that, I mean, he got a chain, he got a bike chain, right? I'm pretty sure it's not just one police officer. That is the time you can use a taser.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you shoot, you know what I'm saying? He gets hit, he gets wounded or whatever. But and it just leads you to think or ask, how many bullets did they fly? Because how many bullets did they shoot? Just, I mean, depending on how many officers was there, because she was in a dressing room trying on clothes. One of the bullets went through the wall and, struck her and she died.
That's sad, man.
As a parent, like that shit just kills me inside just to think about it, like 2 days before Christmas, because, Christmas is, you done already bought, and the presents are minute in this point, but you still bought all the presents. You planned this, you planned that. You got things like specific to, what this child wants, and you want to see like how happy this child is going to be when they open presents in the morning, or whatever else. And so now they're just gone 2 days before Christmas. Then when Christmas comes, you're still mourning and grieving, and like that shit just piles on even more, because now you're not even there with your kid to watch them wake up in the morning to open presents. So it's like you're revisiting it all over again.
Yeah.
Man, this shit is wild, man. It's like when I saw that article, I'm like, yo, like, man, how do you deal with that as a parent? That's crazy.
It is very crazy. And I don't know.
I couldn't imagine. I couldn't, like you said, couldn't imagine losing a child, period. But then to lose them 2 days before Christmas.
2 days before Christmas, 2 days only before their birthday. Those are probably like they probably can coincide with each other, because those are two like important days, especially that birthday. Like, because you're gonna grieve that day, you're like destroyed, and you're gonna be destroyed the day after. Then that birthday hit, and you're just gonna be like, oh my God, like my baby was supposed to turn 15 today. She ain't even here.
Yep. Sad.
Then I think one of the hardest things they'll go through is like all the firsts. So like you said, now they're going through the first Christmas without her. Right. And then any other thing, anything else that they celebrate throughout the year that's major for them. So,
and you know what's crazy with her being 14, she had to be in there with a family member, maybe like her parents or someone in the store with her, and she was just happened to be in the dressing room trying on clothes.
Do they do it like that these days though? Because I remember, because the times have changed, but the mall was a hangout spot for us when I was growing up.
No, my parents was not having that shit.
So your parents was a little tighter, but like for me, the mall was a hangout spot for us growing up. Like depending on like the age time, but I mean, like parents would go drop kids off at the mall, and they knew the mall closed at 9. So at 9 o'clock, parents would be coming to the mall to pick kids up. Like kids would be dropped off at the mall, and we just hang out in the mall, walk around, and everybody else in the school or all the other schools are there too. So it's just a bunch of teenagers, high school teenagers in the mall walking around.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. But yeah, my parents weren't having that. But you're absolutely right. Maybe, I don't know if that's still the case now, because, people crazy.
Some malls, because I know, some malls have a curfew. I think like after 7 or 8, you have to have, like, if you're under the age of, I forgot what age it was, when I forgot where I was, but you had to have someone 21 or older with you.
Yep.
Because I dropped Passion and Shania off at the mall because they had money, and they was gonna go like shopping, and they called me as soon as I drove off. Like, oh, they said we can't come in. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Fuck. No, I gotta go walk around this stinking ass mall.
Now I gotta sit my motherfucking ass off of here and watch them trying to shop till they so-called drop.
Yeah. But hey, we're gonna get off that. We're not trying to depress everybody or get the mood down, especially on this, holiday season. So this week, Jay-Z made a little noise, and everybody had an opinion on it. It was like it had to be a slow news week because people talked about this for 2 or 3 days, which it wasn't even that serious. But
still talking about it.
Exactly. But so that proves Jay-Z's point that people are still talking about it. That proves his point.
Mm-hmm.
That proves his point. But he basically said no one could stand toe to toe with him in the verses.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with it too. So being that we all agree, we agree with it, we're gonna entertain it. We're gonna play devil's advocate just a little bit, because there was a couple names thrown out from the naysayers. Let's start with Lil Wayne.
Look, we was watching the podcast last night, and the names that were being thrown out, I was like,
Lil Wayne, what do y'all think? I honestly, we've already said that we don't think like no one can actually stand toe to toe with him. I think Lil Wayne gets beat. I'm not gonna say easily, but is evident and clear to me that Lil Wayne goes down.
It would be fun.
Yeah,
I will give it that. It'll be fun, but Jay's going to top him off.
He's gonna handle him. I'll say for me personally, I'll say probably 13-7, maybe 14-6. I mean, it could be 12-8, maybe. But it's Jay-Z. And for this particular, if him and Wayne was to do it, to me, it doesn't matter whether Jay-Z goes first or goes second.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Because we also think about like in versus the song placement, the songs that are picked, who's responding versus who is setting the tempo. I think with Wayne, it probably don't matter.
Jay-Z will fuck around. He'll fuck around and freestyle some shit. Be like,
right.
And
even stage, even the second tier of it, the stage performance.
Yep.
I don't think it matters. So what do y'all? Go ahead.
I think the stage performance is going to matter the most, just on the strength that you look at Lil Wayne now, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna hit the same. True. It's not gonna hit the same. This nigga looks like a fucking gremlin.
Well, to me, he's always looked like a gremlin.
He had better days back in the day.
Yeah, you're right.
But like this nigga, the nigga looks like if you pour water on him, he's gonna multiply. Like,
he looks like a Mogwai. But when you,
but like I mean I just don't see it. I don't see it hitting the same if Lil Wayne gets on stage compared to Jay-Z. And it's just the fact, like Jay-Z, like we watched the evolution of Jay-Z and the way he, from how he started to the way he is now, and like even now it's like he can rewind that clock if he needed to, and still give you that type of performance. Whereas Lil Wayne, when it comes to Lil Wayne, I don't think he can rewind that clock like that.
No, them drugs done got to him, honey.
So well, you know, and not to discredit Lil Wayne for anything, because his mixtape run was one of the most impeccable mixtape runs ever. Just far as him himself, his mixtape run is one of them. But and we've seen what mixtape things can do, because undoubtedly Jada had the performance of the year and probably the hip hop moment of the year off of Freestyle, off of the Champions Hill Part 3 mixtape. So I mean, but Jay got them too. He's not been on mixtapes like that, but for those that know Jay-Z's catalog, early mixtapes he's been on.
But like you said, the way Jadakiss, took over like that. But it doesn't have to be a mixtape. It's just the fact that Jay could have that kind of takeover. So he could have that kind of takeover and just motherfucking completely wash the set.
True. Miss Red Diamond.
Y'all already said everything.
A little bit. I guess. All right. Well, I mean,
who's our next victim? Who's our next victim? We put him up against.
Let's Kanye.
Get him out of here.
I think it's a little tougher.
Because what Kanye's gonna end up.
Kanye, it would have been a good little battle, but Jay is still gonna come out on top. This new Kanye,
I think Jay is still gonna come out on top. I think it's a little tougher.
It is, yeah.
But I think what Kanye would do is try and pull a bunch of shit that he's produced.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that would be different with him. Yeah, but
and I'd be like, man, get that out of here. No, come ready to perform.
He would definitely.
I think it's just a little tougher. I think it's still, for me, it's still Jay-Z hands down. Yeah. It's a little tougher. Kanye, early Kanye is going to have to come out. He's going to have to bring Backpack Kanye out.
Yeah,
he's going to have to. Anything after the Life of Pablo, he can shelve it.
Yeah,
he can shelve it. Even though, we'll get into it. But yeah, he can shelve it. Anything after Life of Pablo, he can shelve it. And Life of Pablo, to me, isn't the best body of work he has. I mean, it's not one of those.
Pablo. I said I ain't even listen to Life of Pablo.
You're not missing much. It's okay.
Yeah.
He had me after he hit me with that "I am a God." I was like, all right, Kanye, I'm done. we're done. We're done here, sir.
But so I'm like different on Kanye, because I'm not a big 808s and Heartbreak fan, but a lot of people will tell you that's a masterpiece, which I mean I recognize what it is and what it did and what it sounds like, but I'm just not the biggest 808 and Heartbreak. I'm not a big auto-tune person.
Right.
Regardless of who does it. So 808s and Heartbreaks is not like one of an album that I really look at and like, this is one of them.
I probably wouldn't be able to take Kanye serious if he came out looking like he did on fucking Drink Champs with his motherfucking hair.
Yeah.
You know me, it'd be the dumb shit for me. Like
that interview was all over the place. Come to think about it, that interview was all over the place. But
yeah.
Conversation for another day. Drake.
it'd be fun.
That would be very fun. And I think that gets a little tighter because of Drake's range.
Yeah, and I think that I was gonna say that would help. That would help a lot because, like you said, it hit Drake's range. But again, sorry, Drake.
Yeah,
cool and all.
Jay is the man. I love me some Drake, but Jay got him all day. Just being fair.
And you know what the best thing about this is? The fact that he came out and said it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part I appreciate the most.
Hey,
like,
Jay.
But what is he supposed to say though? I mean, really?
Right. But I'm just saying in general though, like you know how a lot of these rappers are. They try and so-called be modest.
Right.
But Jay's like, man, fuck y'all.
Exactly.
I've done this. I've done this. I still do this. I can still do this. And the thing is, yeah, nobody's fucking with me. In the story.
And the cool thing is, we don't really get a lot from Jay-Z at all. Like you can't tell. It's hard to tell me. I'm not gonna say you can't tell me. It's hard to tell me when's the last thing he said that was like just media buzz worthy. Like
right.
It's hard. Like
he's very low key. Him and B.
Very.
And the thing is, and the best part about it is when he speaks, everyone listens.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter what he has to say. Everybody's gonna tune in.
Yeah.
But so Steven Jackson has said, I think you probably follow Steven Jackson, don't you, Smurf?
Yeah.
You saw his post about that. He said Lil Wayne hands down will sweep Jay-Z under the rug. Sheesh. He said y'all up north guys, y'all cool and everything, but us down here in the South, we like Lil Wayne is our GOAT.
Like Steven Jackson, I like you.
For the South?
He tried to speak for the entire South. Whoa. You Steven Jackson, you cool, but don't speak for me, dog.
Yeah, pump your brakes, Jax.
Right.
Don't speak for me, dog.
Pump your brakes. Like, let's stop it. But just staying with music a little bit. It's not really music related. So Big Sean was on Drink Champs, and he said this phrase that really like stuck out to me, and it had me thinking, a lot that day. He said, treat everyone like they're going through something. And so when I was thinking about it, I'm like, us as people in general, when we're talking to people, interacting with people, whether it's family, friends, strangers, whoever, like that's not really the case all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's always like you talk to people and you treat them just like everything's all good. Like you expect everybody to be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for instance, like if you're going through some things, you're talking to someone, you can be unloading all your problems and issues and whatever on them, not even knowing what they're going through. Like they could be going through something worse, and now you piling on them and making their shit worse.
Right.
That's true.
That's a hard bar right there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been in those situations where like you said, somebody's telling me, I'm trying to be an ear for somebody,
mm-hmm.
and the whole time I'm going through hell my damn self.
Right.
But of course, trying to keep that poker face to where I'm able to help them, but
mm-hmm.
still in the back of my mind, like, damn, what am I gonna do about this? What I'm gonna do about that? Trying to get my life in order in the same aspect.
Yeah. You got something, Cherie?
Yeah, it's it's definitely hard because you never know what people are going through. You can ask a simple question, how is your day going? How are you doing today?
Okay.
And that person may just unload everything, and you just be like, wow.
Sheree, you're getting good at this podcasting thing. So I asked you that for a reason, because I was kind of going in that direction, but I didn't want to start talking about something and then you didn't get a chance to put your input in. So with what Sheree just said, like it's plenty of times that like you may like a regular random or guess customary greeting is, hey, what's up? Or hey, how you doing? Everything good about, and you're just saying that as a greeting.
Right.
But you could actually run into that person and you like, hey, how you doing? Oh man, let me tell you.
Exactly.
My dog died yesterday, man. My girl left me.
All right.
I was driving to work and I got a flat, and then I fixed the flat. And you know, the donut went out as soon as I got 5 miles on the road, and then I called AAA. AAA took 20 minutes to come, and I was like, I ain't had nothing to drink, nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like they just had a compound there, and they're just telling you all this shit, and you just like, motherfucker, I just wanted to know, you know. Yeah. I'm saying, like you didn't really want to hear their problems,
right?
And you didn't really know what they was going through, but like, yeah, like that shit happens like all the time. I'm pretty sure like that's something with all of us. I mean, of course, there are people that, you know, you might say that to, and they start unloading, and you're willing to listen because the rapport, the relationship you have with them. But a lot of the times you're just like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's good with you? Whatever else. And you never know.
Yeah, you're right. You have to be mentally prepared for that day where they're gonna be like, yo, and you guys be like, oh fuck, here we go. You know what I mean?
Reggie, like you said, it also depends on who it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, that rapport and that relationship that you have with somebody, because if y'all two hit me with that question and I really got some shit going on,
mm-hmm.
First of all, I would try not to just unload. I would be like, hey, can I be real with you for a minute type deal? So that way I can prepare you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can prepare you ahead of time to be like, okay, I need to get this off my chest.
Right.
So that rapport, like you said, that rapport and that relationship makes a big difference when it comes to these type of questions.
And so even to go a little deeper, even because that may not be enough, because there's been times to where like whether it was like just a homeboy or a woman I was like trying to get to know, entertain, or whatever else, you do have those people that you talk to, or when they talk, like they never talk about the positive shit that go on in their life or their day. Like they tell you every bad thing. I'm like, listen, when we talk like every day, it cannot, like your life is just not that bad to where everything is negative. Like I asked you, like I asked you how was your day, and I hear like, well, they lost my paperwork, and then when I went to find it, like I found this out and that out and and then I didn't get paid, because the whatever. Like, I'm like, yo, what happened? Like, what was the good stuff that happened in your day? Like, I've like literally asked you how your day was like 4 days straight, and you said nothing positive these last 4 days. So even like, and you can have a good rapport, a good relationship with them people, but after a while, you can just be like, oh, I really don't want to hear what the fuck they gotta say, because I don't want to hear this negative shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that can like really start to like affect you, and even when you going through shit. Like, damn, like nigga, what's it good shit?
It drains the energy out of you.
It drains. Bro, it drains you, and then you start like declining the calls, and I'm, so bad, you know what I mean? But it's real, like Reggie was on point. Like if somebody, you talk to them every day, it's just negative, and you're just like, yo, you don't know what the fuck I'm going on. I mean, what I have going on. Positive reinforcement will put people in better moods, you know what I mean? Or me, at least, could put me in better moods. But if you're negative, I'm answering the phone, and every time we talk, you're negative and you're talking about what's going wrong in your life, then I'm just gonna stop answering the phone. I'm sorry.
And not even what like what you have going, because it can be outside of what you got going on. It's just like negative in general. Like, why is all your shit negative? Like, you cannot tell me like, hey, you woke up this morning, like that's a good thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You made it to work without getting an accident, or like there are some good things that happen to you in your life. Like, you have yet to tell me any of this shit. You keep telling me all this bad shit. Like, no matter how big or minute it was, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't stop bringing me down.
Yeah.
That's unattractive too when it comes from the opposite sex too, and you try to get to know them, and you ask them how their day was, and they just start unloading like just all the bad shit, and you just like, ugh.
I think I would just take that as you probably should not be dating or trying to date. You know, you should try to get your life in order, or get something like, yeah, you're not ready. I will take that if you're not ready mentally to date, you know what I mean? If you just negative about everything, then so that's not a good sign for me.
As humans, you think a lot of us are wired like that, just to like talk about just because it's easy to talk about negativity than positive shit for a lot of people. You can like studies say that like people are more likely to point out something negative than something positive.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Now to look at the other side of it, do you think people do that to prevent themselves as being looked at as bragging? Even if, because and I'm not saying like how we can go and say, oh, I've had a good day, I got things accomplished. But if you go into like a bigger, so let's say like one of us got a new car or something like that, and you're excited because you were able to get a new car,
right? And
then somebody asks you about it, and you may kind of shy away from it a little bit because you don't want to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I think it's how it's presented.
Right.
Because if you have a humble spirit about yourself, then it's not going to come off as being arrogant or, anything like that. So I just think it depends on that person's personality, maybe.
Right.
It does, but I think so. Even with that, the person that don't want to be arrogant, they'll, man, I'm good, man. Everything is good. Life is great. Right. I'm blessed. Right. Whatever else. I don't really have to go into detail.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's the aspect of that. It could be, but then again, well, the arrogant people, because they shit all over Facebook. They're gonna tell you everything. Instagram, they gonna tell you everything. Even the ones that say they ain't arrogant, like I didn't want to make this post, but motherfucker, you did want to make this post, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be like, but I just gotta whatever. But so just to close that out, I like when he said that treat everyone like they're going through something. It really resonated with me, because I think that's probably something I need to work on as well, because I'm really not the type to unload my issues and problems and talk about like Smurf because he's an Aries as well, and me, like right. I said, me and Dre had this conversation, like and I've seen this trait with a lot of us, like we just tend to try to either we just don't talk about the shit and try to fix it ourselves, and it is what it is. Like,
it's like the animation, like the little animation. I forget what cartoon it was, but he's sitting in the building's on fire. And he's like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
that BS. Like, we're good.
I'll figure a way out.
Right. Shit on. Look, everything on fire around us. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, a lot of people don't like to ask for help either. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes just a conversation is help.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. And some people don't like to ask for help when they may really need it. Like there's some friends that I have that I will absolutely do anything for. You know what I mean? Because I know if they come at me and they really need it, and I got it, I can provide it for them, then I'm going to help them. You know what I mean? Because they have to be really, going through it if they're like asking me for help or whatever.
True.
So,
but you know those people too. You know those people that like yo, if they saying something to me or they asking for like some help, like they probably need it because like this a person I wouldn't even expect.
Right.
Yeah. 2021 years coming to a wrap. What are some things that whether it's personal or just in general that I guess stood out to you in 2021?
Personal?
Personal or whatever. So
okay.
For me, and I'll go first. I mean there are a couple things personal and just in general. One of them we spoke on earlier briefly, the Derek Chauvin, verdict that really was something that I will like that's rememberable for me when I speak of 2021. Ahmaud Arbery as well. Kamala becoming the first Black woman, woman of color,
right,
as vice president, because when we say Black, they'll someone else will be like, oh, she ain't really Black, so yeah, we gotta. But I mean, along with the sports, some of the sports things like the Bucks and the Braves, but we'll talk about that on Aries Talking Sports. Personal, this year has kind of been a very interesting year for me. Different than a lot of the others, far as in trying growth, learning to balance things. I've lost some friends that I really didn't think that I was going to lose, but I mean, I did, and you can look at it and say it's for the better. I've found out that I've met a brother for the first time this year, and then probably 6 weeks later, he passed away. Right before his 21st birthday. That was very I don't know, it was kind of mixed emotions, because you really don't have that emotional attachment or tie, but it is family, you can say. So I don't know, it's just that ordeal is just in itself was weird, because I wasn't overly emotional, and I think I talked about this last episode. I think the military kind of drains and sucks away like some of that emotional ties that you have, or feelings that you may have, because you kind of get numb to a lot of stuff. We all of us have been have been or are in the military. We've had to do certain things and leave behind families and loved ones and miss anniversaries, funerals, birthdays, all that shit. So and the episode that me and Dre recorded, that, of course, I hate to keep saying this, but I kind of went into just far as in there have been times where I had to leave my children for 12 months or more, and I don't even think I shedded a tear, because I just become so accustomed to, okay, hey, it's 12 months, I'll be back, and that's that, and that the average person that has to go through that, like, is a whole big ordeal for them. But us doing it so many times or whatever else, it kind of almost becomes like a natural thing, like like we good, like we'll be back. But that is a big ordeal, because you don't know if you're gonna come back home or not. Like, that could be the last time you see whoever you're leaving behind.
Right.
But those are some of the things as far as in 2021 for me that are kind of I guess rememberable, or for whether good or bad.
Okay.
Go ahead, Red. Ladies first. Come on now.
for me, on the personal side, I think 2021 was definitely an eye opener on from a lot of different aspects. I'm gonna start at the beginning with my mom getting sick. She had COVID, right? Catching COVID, being in the hospital. And, you know, you hear people catching COVID all the time, but it never, like, it really hits home when it's a parent or a loved one or someone close to you, right?
Okay.
Right.
So,
Right.
her catching COVID, being in the ICU where no one can see her during this time, the time where I feel like she needs you the most.
Mm-hmm.
And then going from COVID to finding out that she has a heart condition, you know, so now she has to go through a bypass surgery, right? And so at this time, I'm all the way here in Washington. And I feel like everything started to happen once I got here. Like, I was in Alabama for 3 years. Everything was perfect. You know, go see family every month. I was there at least, maybe even twice a month sometimes, going to visit family and stuff, and nothing happened. So I'm here in Washington, and then it's almost like, damn, everything starts to happen. So going home, I went back home for like 30 days to be with my mother. But just like Reggie kind of said, during that time, I felt sad, but nobody ever saw that side of me. Like my sister never saw it. My dad never saw it. No family members. They were just like, man, Cherie, how are you dealing with all this? You know what I mean? And in the inside, I'm like torn up. But on the outside, no one knows. So it's crazy how we can sometimes mask our emotions. And maybe that is the military in us that has taught us to do that on so many occasions. For another thing, I guess pouring into people that don't pour back into you, you know? So for me, it's almost like don't sell yourself short. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? All of that type thing, all of those type of things. Just live life and, you know, take it for what it's worth. That's just a little bit of it. I don't want to go into too many details because we'll keep talking. But yeah, that's like the two that on the personal side that really stand out to me. And of course, like you said before, the first woman of color as the vice president, Derek Chauvin, all of these, the last three cases that are actually in our favor, I would say, are very memorable. Just, I think that's about it for now.
You know, but before you go, Smurf, and you know, it's some things that you said, and I mean, I guess I get a little personal, because probably this year trying and just transitioning out of the military, because I've never really talked about it that much. Like, it's only probably, besides the group chat and Dre and my family, like, it's probably only a handful of people that even know I'm like about to retire, because there's nothing I really like. Y'all have not seen me post anything on Facebook or Instagram or anything about retirement or whatever else. But just that whole ordeal and just life in general, like, I've really like went through a lot of stressors this year, anxiety, depression, all that stuff. And it's just like, I really like realized my support system this year too, and who my support system, whether it's the group chat and, you know, certain family members and friends as well, you know, because there was like, I really had a rough patch like late summer, July, August, early September timeframe, to where I was like checking out mentally, wanting to take breaks and like staying away from social media, limiting text messages, all the other stuff. And actually, podcast was probably the only thing that kept me like really, I guess, in line or sane enough to where I felt like it's kind of therapy. So I guess,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Smurf.
I agree.
Let's see. From I'll do personal last because 2021 taught me a lot about myself. But like you said, like you mentioned, the cases, like all those cases, all these different societal events that happen throughout the year, kind of put a shit ton of things in perspective on the strength that of making sure that my daughter knew what was going on. Of course, we get wrapped up in it on the strength of one, we either were podcasting or just, of course, needing to be in the know of what's going on around us. That's one thing for us, but of course, with us having kids, it just more so helped me with reaching out to my daughter, like, hey, did you see this? How do you feel about it? Like, what do you understand? What don't you understand? Type deal. And of course, that's still a work in progress because my baby's only 13. So of course she doesn't know a lot, but the thing is, I at least want her to be able to say, okay, well, I seen that, this was the verdict. Now, do I understand it? Not necessarily. And then that'll give me that line of communication to kind of help break it down to her as much as I can. So yeah, with all the stuff that's going on throughout society, those are, it just kind of helped as being a teachable moment throughout the year. Personally, man, personally, so coming off of my divorce and then going into this year, 2021 helped me find a peace for myself. I wasn't happy. I wasn't in a good headspace, but of course, keeping myself busy, doing, just trying to, whether it was working out, going to work, doing school, taking my classes for school. Right. Those are the things that kept me focused and kept me from having, any crazy ass thoughts. But then of course, when we went on our trip to Florida, like that helped me out a lot on the strength of our group chat. You know how our group chat is. Our group chat's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy, but at the same time, like when we FaceTime, we pretty much become family for the most part. Like we become this tight knit family. Yeah. And we treat each other as such. We talk shit to each other. We talk, we have those serious conversations and things like that. And like you said, Reggie, it definitely helped me realize who my friends were, like who was, I mean, of course I have my down friends, especially like military wise, I know I can always hit up, but like for the people who I consistently chat with on a regular basis, like y'all definitely help me through a lot. And I don't think I've never told y'all that, but y'all definitely have done that. So being able to link up with y'all, and do all these things together, whether it's through FaceTime or actually through a meetup, has helped me a lot. And like I said, it helped me with clearing my head for the most part. Right. I mean, I keep myself busy for a reason. Podcasting, Reggie, if it wasn't for you and Aisha, like first of all, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't even have taken an interest in this. And then you link me up with Aisha. I do my thing with her for a little bit. We split. I tried another podcast. I just recently split with that, but it's just on the strength of now 2021 has helped me open up my eyes to me trying to be creative, a little bit more creative. I've gone back to painting shoes again and things like that, like just opening up my creative side. Of course, trying to maintain within a 24-hour day, it's fucking hectic, but I mean, it's worth the shot. And then, I mean, like you said, podcasting has helped on the strength of I can get these thoughts out of my head.
Right. Yeah.
I'm able to get these thoughts out. And it's fun. I mean, but it's fun, man. This shit's fun. And so that's why I'm like, now I want to do something that's mine, but also that I can include my friends, my family, anybody that wants to come on and chop it up and have a ball, just like we do, just like we're doing now, just like we've been doing. But I mean, 2021 has also I've gotten back into a relationship.
Congratulations on that.
And it's been now that definitely took the year. Like, excuse me, that took the year on the strength of where I'm at now, because we went through those stages. The talking stage, the actual dating stage, like I actually got to go through all those stages and got to feel everything out and be like, okay, I like this person. She likes me as well. So it, as scared as I am, and I've told her this on several occasions, as scared as I am, being back in another relationship, it's always worth the shot. So that's what
that's the thing.
Man, but 2021 it's definitely taught me a lot. Prayerfully going into 2022, it's just more success after that.
Right. Hopefully so. Something that you said, women don't realize like that, a lot of us men that we have been through things or went through things, relationship wise, like just like them entering into new relationships, like can be a scary or kind of traumatic event, because, you trying to still, be open to relationship and loving again, but also the remains or whatever else from, what happened before still sits there, and, we don't heal the same way as women, because, like you said, we mask a lot of shit, but
boy. But it's good when you have somebody who's able to talk you, like be able to talk and want you to open up. It's
and that's patient.
And yes, the patience portion, like if a woman can have patience with the man, and that's the thing, like if she's showing patience, we'll open up faster than what women think we will. Because we see that you're showing patience, but at the same time you're like, hey, if you're sitting here telling us whenever you're ready, we're gonna be like, well, shit, she's not forcing me to talk.
Right.
She's just waiting for me to open up, and shit, sometimes that opens up the floodgates.
You're absolutely right. I want to switch up gears a little bit. Talk about something that me and Sheree talked about earlier this week. Actually, we recorded, but it won't see the light of day now. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk. I had this conversation now, and Smurf is on, so it makes for good content. Man, woman, they're dating. Let's say 2-3 years, right? Woman gets pregnant. Man says, baby, I have all the trust in the world. I'm pretty sure this child is mine. I don't have any doubts, but just to be on the safe side, let's get a paternity test. Now, Smurf, is he right for asking? I mean, well, not right, but he has a right to ask that.
Right.
But should that be should that lead to, I guess, probably that relationship being close to being ended because he asked for a paternity test?
No, I mean, but shit, 9 times out of 10, don't they make you take one anyways?
No, I wish they did. They need to.
I mean, I would, to be honest, I would want to do it just on the strength, even though.
You said you would?
Yeah, just on the strength, not because I'm unsure of it. It's just to, it's like that
shit
security,
happens.
but it's like that security blanket for me. It's just like, yeah, that this is like when my daughter was born. I knew that was my daughter, but made sure we did the paternity test anyway, just on the strength that yeah, this is my daughter.
All right, buckle in, Smurf. We about to have a conversation.
Let's get it.
What we got, Cherie?
So no, if we have been dating for 2 to 3 years and I become pregnant, you better not ask for no damn paternity test, because that makes me feel like you have a trust issue. You have insecurity issues, and you think that I potentially been out here fucking around on you.
So here's my argument.
Disagree.
Here's my argument. Trust is, you said trust issues, insecurity, all other stuff. All right. Can he just want to be sure? Because there have been plenty of women, regardless. I mean, so here's 2 scenarios I threw out there. When we initially talked about this. All right, you have the guy, let's say this has happened to him before, to where he was cheated on and the woman had him raising a child that wasn't his, right?
He has history. Oh, that's different.
He has history, right? So that's different. So you don't see a reason for, to be like, he has a reason to ask, right? But let's just say the guy that hasn't went through this ordeal, but he knows it's 100% possible. He has homeboys that's been through this same situation. Like, it can happen. What I don't see the issue with, easing, I guess, the whatever it is, just making things 100% comfortable to where, look, I'm just gonna do it and give him what he wants because I know it's possible. It's a possibility. Hell, I don't even know. Like, I want to believe that this is my man and he ain't out here in the streets fucking with the other. But I mean, it's a possibility that he can.
So I'm gonna give you, if he asks for a paternity test, you're gonna hear it's gonna be some shit. But I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna give you the paternity test, but the dynamics of our relationship may change drastically.
Why though?
Because I feel like there was no trust. I really feel like there was no trust, because we can't do that to y'all. You know what I mean? We can't say, well, I mean, men don't get pregnant and shit. So, it's only like, come on now. We've been together for 3 years, right? 3 years. And if we live together, if we're in the same household, you know what I mean? 100% this child is yours, and you still gonna ask me for a paternity test?
So with that being said, with all those things that you threw in, those audibles or whatever else, women have never, there's not been one woman that has not cheated, even with all those things. She lived in a house with the man for 3 years. There's not been one woman that stepped out on a man and had a child.
I'm not gonna say that has not happened.
Why is it so off the wall or crazy? Because and the reason why I'm saying it, and not just you, because I've had this conversation with a couple women, and the majority have all said the same, like, no, like, we gonna have problems.
So I think it's because okay, let's use this. If I know, like, we were in a separation, you know what I mean? Like, we were together, but we were taking a break. And yes, I may have fucked around with this dude, but I was still fucking around with you too. And it is possible that the child, I'm pregnant now. So it is possible, but I don't tell you that right off the jump, then if you ask for a paternity test, I may be a little bit more willing to give you a paternity test versus me just know. Now, there are some women out there that know that the baby is not theirs. I mean, it's not their guys. There is some other niggas or whatever, but they're like, well, this dude takes care of me and I know he's going to take care of his child because of the caliber of guy or caliber of man that he is. You know what I mean? So, whatever. And some guys just like to think that their significant other just would not do that. And I get it. I honestly get it. But again, I'm going to go back to that trust factor. It's the trust for me. It's the trust. I mean, again, I'm going to give you what you want, but there is going to be some issues. There's going to be some issues, and it's going to be a very uncomfortable conversation.
But I wouldn't necessarily look at it as a trust factor. I think it's just more so I look at it as a reassurance type deal. It's not even a trust thing. And like I said, it's just more so, it's just like for me, like I said, it's a security blanket. Yeah, I should know that I've been the only one having sex with my woman, and I put this baby in her. But I mean, hell, it's not like I'm asking for a prenup before we get married. I just want that extra. I just want that extra. My thing is, I just want that extra piece of paper to be like, bam, yours.
So is it different if y'all were married versus just in a relationship?
I would still do it if I was married. No, and again, it's just, I think for me, I look at it as like a certificate, damn near. I look at it like it's a certificate. Like, yes, my child or our child.
I could see where the issue would come from if y'all were married, but I still think that with how things have been, how things can possibly be, like regardless of who you're with, I think these days you can't put everything past everybody. Like, of course, I want to get in a relationship and I want to be completely 100% at ease to think like this woman is not capable of ever stepping out on me, having the thought of stepping out on me, hell, even like thinking or daydreaming about another man. But how realistic is that? It's not. I mean, it's always a possibility. Just like, I mean, I don't think there's probably women out there that may say, you know what, my man will never cheat on me. He'll never do this. He'll never do that. But I think she's living in a world that, I mean, there's kind of, she might be on the island by herself because, I mean, and this man might not, but I mean, chances are, whether it's a man or a woman, that, I mean, everybody's capable of cheating.
Oh yeah.
So I can't rule it out 100% that my woman has not. So for me, wanting a paternity test just to make sure, I honestly don't see the big issue. I can see side from the other side, because a woman will say, well, damn, I mean, you think I'm for the streets? You think I'm out here like that? No, not really. I'm telling you, I love you. I believe, but just for, as Smurf said, just for the comfort fact, like you're giving me the assurance, like and we're not even saying, okay, if the child isn't mine, I'm leaving you.
Yeah. I'm about to say, yeah. I'm not even speaking on the cheating factor. Right. It's just, like I said, it's just that reassurance. And like I said, I look at that shit as like on some bragging rights type shit.
Yeah, we just want to cross these T's.
I did that. I helped.
But so, I mean,
But I do understand where you're coming from, Sheree.
I do too, but I just don't think we should just assume all like just because a woman said this child is yours, I haven't been with nobody else. Should that just be the final conversation? Like,
again, I'm gonna go back to that trust thing, because if you're in a relationship, why be in a relationship if you have trust issues?
Oh yeah, I mean, but shit, if y'all got trust issues,
who said that's trust issues though?
If y'all got trust issues before a baby comes up, then what the hell are y'all even fucking raw for?
True.
Just saying, like, because now you're bringing in the child who none of us. So think about it. None of us asked to be here. None of us asked to be here. We were brought in this world by our parents. None of us asked to be here. The thing is, like I said, if you're having these trust issues even before a child comes along, you should not be procreating. Period.
Mm-hmm. So
because it's just gonna bring up more problems. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's just gonna bring up more problems.
I know guys that are raising children that's not theirs, and they was told that this child is yours. And years later, it comes out that the child's not theirs. They didn't sign birth certificate and everything.
It's just that, and they were in a relationship?
Yes, they were in a relationship.
Okay, so is the woman giving you a reason or some type of something where you feel like, okay, maybe she have stepped out? You know what I mean? Like, you know, were y'all like in a separation period within y'all relationship and maybe some shit happened during that?
But why is giving that man that reassurance or just, you know, making him feel, you know, comfortable or better about it, like viewed such a bad thing?
I'm not saying it's viewed as
it is, because the dynamic of the relationship is going to change.
It is,
and that potentially is going to be like, he can be madly in love with this woman, but he just wants to, okay, listen, I have friends that have went through this situation. Actually, I was listening to this podcast like 3 weeks ago. This guy was like, his wife was in the Air Force. She got stationed at Langley. She's in Texas. He said she got pregnant. They had the child. He said, like 4 months later, some dude called him telling him that the child, like, he wasn't the dad. He was like, this, you know, me and your wife have been, you know, fucking around for the last year and a half while she's here in Langley. You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't believe it. He actually wanted to press the guy. He what he did on the low is he went and got one of the DNA tests, swabbed this child's mouth, and come to find out the child wasn't his. He confronted her about it. She lied. She said the nigga was lying, and he showed her the DNA test. So I mean, it happens.
How often though?
I'm pretty often enough. Often enough for there for even be a reason that people want to ask for paternity tests.
It's definitely going to be it's definitely going to be. I think it's only insulting to the woman in the relationship if you know for a fact that you haven't been doing shit. That's when it's insulting.
But I think it also depends on how it's presented as well.
Yeah,
because if a man, so let's say, Red, let's say you get pregnant with the dude that you've been with, you know, y'all been solid or whatnot, and he asks you to have a DNA test, but not in like some abrupt way, but like he gives you his reasons, and it's not even and it's not to say that he doesn't trust you. It's just more so like for me, for instance, it's just, hey, I just want this piece of paper saying that this is our child. You know, it's not that I don't trust you. It's not that I think you've been messing around on me. It's just the fact that I would like this piece of paper saying that we are both the parents of our child. Would that change the dynamics of of your relationship if he went about it that route?
Again.
You know, it only works on that side because when we're accused of cheating or doing some shit and we know for a fact we haven't, that shit don't matter.
We're not talking about that, Reggie. We're talking about if you know for a fact that you haven't been stepping out within your relationship or whatever, and you become pregnant, you know for a fact that it's your significant others, then I think that's when it becomes insulting, because it's almost like whatever I do, whatever I say to you, what I've been doing in our relationship, you see me all the time, you know, everywhere that I'm at, you know what I mean? You sit up here and still think that I potentially could have that one night or whatever stepped out on you and got pregnant.
So is that not possible? Is that not possible?
I'm not saying that it's not possible.
Okay.
But again, I say it's only insulting to the woman when she knows for a fact that she hasn't been doing anything. But
she can still know for a fact, but it's still possible. Like, I know for a fact that I'm going to do whatever, but it's a possibility. I can just walk out my house and a bird swoop down and beak stabs me in the eye. Like, I mean, it's just some off the wall shit, but shit happens. Like, so is there even a thought or a factor that, like, you know what? I understand like where he's coming from. And just to make this man that I love have a little more peace of mind,
right,
or whatever else, I'm gonna go ahead and do this test. Like, I like in the grand scheme of things, it don't matter. Like, I know I ain't been doing nothing, so I'm gonna do this shit and boom, let that be it. Like, I'm
all for that. I'm gonna give you what you want.
But it does
come with some shit that's gonna tag along.
Oh my God.
It is. And I say it may change, or I say it's going to change. So I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna say it may change the dynamics of the relationship. However, maybe it's just gonna be a rough patch that you'll get through. You know what I mean? But are you gonna do that every time I get pregnant? Like, what if I get pregnant again? You're gonna be like, let's go get another paternity test?
Well, I don't know. So there, both sides of the coin is kind of like you can look at it both ways, because everything that you say, like, you know, even though I've been in this man face all day or for this or that, like, it's happened and motherfuckers still found a way. Like, niggas have been up under their girl all the time, but still find a way to go get some side pussy.
All right.
And women have done the same thing, found a way to go get some side dick. Like, it's not far-fetched.
Saying that it is, it's just
listen, motherfuckers bring home diseases and be like, man, I ain't been fuck with nobody but you.
You're right. And I would be like, well, shit, I ain't got shit, so you've been but
then look, both of y'all pointing fingers at each other, like, nah, you had to do, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't understand, like, why is it like such a bad thing for a man to just want to get that peace of mind?
I think it's because of you're actually asking for a paternity test, and you know, society makes it look like, oh, it's in question. The child is in question. The woman that is pregnant, you know, is in question.
I ain't worried about what society thinks. Yeah, society. Because my thing is, society ain't gonna know that I asked for one.
I get it, but my thing is,
depending on what woman you with, she might post that shit on Facebook. This nigga had the nerve to ask. Now society knows.
Yeah.
Oh shit. This motherfucker had the nerve to ask me.
Again, Reggie, like I said, if I become pregnant and my dude asks me for a paternity test, it's not going to be an easy, okay, baby, let's go to the clinic and get this done or whatever we need to do. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be that easy. I tell you that. But what I will tell, but I am going to make him comfortable. I am going to give him what he wants.
Would you entertain the idea of giving him one if he didn't ask for one? Like, you know what? I'm just going to do it just because he ain't even asked for one. Would you ever?
No. No.
So I'm gonna before we jump off this, I'm gonna how I got in this conversation because me and a homegirl we was talking and she was like, y'all niggas that got vasectomies like act like y'all can't get nobody pregnant. I'm like, the doctor told us that like they before you sign the paperwork, whatever else they tell you like it's a 0.9% chance that so 0.9, so that's what 99.1% chance that you won't. So I'll take those odds, But then she was like, what would you do if like the woman you was dating or you was with, she can't even say she was pregnant by you? I was like, I would ask for a paternity test. She was like, why? You know for a fact that there's a possibility. Yeah, I do, but I know for a fact there's a 99.1% chance that I can't either. So just for me, like, hey, if the child's mine and paternity test says it is, if good, if it's not, then it's not. She was like, any woman you like, she's gonna have a problem with you asking. I'm like, even like, why?
So that is different. That is.
I was gonna say, from your perspective, that's completely different. So I don't even know why she had the nerve to fucking bring up that argument. But
I would be like, yo, this child ain't his because this nigga got a vasectomy. This child must be old boys. You know what I mean? That's
but it's possible.
Automatically.
So even if the woman was just with you by yourself, so let's just say it's just me and her. She know for a fact she ain't been fucking with nobody else. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact I got a vasectomy, but it's possible. And I say, hey, and it just happened to be this possibility, this 0.9% chance happened. And I say, hey, baby, I'd like to get a paternity test. Same issue though, Cherie. She know for a fact she has not been with nobody.
I'm gonna give you one because I'm curious now too.
Even though you haven't been with nobody else within this 2 years, 3 years.
I think that's the difference. I think I probably would still be like, yeah.
Smurf, what changes, Smurf?
I'll give you nothing changes, but I would still give you one.
Smurf, do you hear what I'm saying, Smurf?
Yeah.
So for the guy that don't
the nigga gotta have a vasectomy in order for
the guy don't have a vasectomy. His wife or girlfriend or whoever has only been with him. She would feel some kind of way because she knows I haven't been with nobody else. But if he has a vasectomy and she still knows for a fact she's only been with him, she wouldn't have an issue. Like it's still the same thing. The only thing you're introducing into this scenario is a vasectomy.
Wait. So you said the woman knows for a fact that she hasn't been out with no one else.
Right.
So yeah, I will still give you what you want, but it's still gonna be why.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's still gonna be that why you want it or whatever. But then I'm gonna be like, yo, this 1% really made it. But yeah.
Bro, we cannot win for losing, bro.
My thing is, Reggie, have you talked to any woman that was like, okay, I'll give him, like, was on your side?
So I've talked to a couple. There was probably only one that was like, yeah, I would. I don't like, because I understand how a man, and she said a nigga. She said, I understand how a nigga may feel, like, even though like shit happens. But anyway, so let's get into this unapologetic truth. I asked y'all to grab just a couple words. We're gonna do a little word association. I guess I'll go first. I'll set the tempo. And I'll start with Red Diamond. Kyrie.
Son. Prince. Young King.
Okay. Smurf. Shay.
My everything, man. That's my heartbeat.
Okay.
That's my little goof troop.
All right. Cherie. Go ahead, Smurf.
I was gonna say your grandbaby.
Luna. Let's see. Oh man.
Because it's easy. Look, it's easy to start with your girls.
True.
That's
It's another thing to start with the G baby.
True.
So we're gonna start with Luna.
Oh man. Character. Full of life, energetic. She's very intelligent and limitless. Yeah. Let me see. Let me go. Cherie, family.
everything. Loved ones. Yeah, everything.
Okay. Smurf. Erica.
Man, she's dope in every aspect of the word. Very knowledgeable. Very down to earth, which has helped me out a lot.
Okay.
But like very and when I say knowledgeable, like knowledgeable on so many aspects. Like she has this passion for music and fucking listening to her, listening to Erica talk about music is like, dog. It's just like you sit there, you like I get lost because in like I just let her go because she can go and she'll break shit down for you. You know, she can break an album down for you. She could break an artist down for you, things like that. But like just to hear her talk about music because that's her passion, but even current events and things like that, like to hear her talk and have these conversations, like it helps me. Like I said, it helps me open up on shit that I like.
Okay. Cherie, you haven't thrown one out there. What give us?
So I'm gonna throw this out and both of y'all can go. Tampa.
Okay. Tampa.
Reggie, I'm gonna let you go.
All right. Tampa. Jesus Christ. Tampa. Fun. Relaxing. It's so much I could say about Tampa. Fun, relaxing. We didn't even do a lot, but it felt like we did a lot. Even though, you know, we had those moments on, you know, group calls or whatever else that, you know, kind of brought us together. I think Tampa really like put the glue in them certain places that may have been, you know, not, you know, really brought things together. Yeah. Yeah.
Tampa, like you said, it was fun. Tampa, it seemed like it gave all of us it gave us life for that weekend to kind of push through the rest of this year. Like it definitely brought us all closer, which was dope. And then like for me meeting you for the first time, Cherie, meeting Tip for the first time, like it didn't feel like it was the first time. Like we got to the Airbnb and we gave each other the fucking biggest hugs, which was dope. And then of course to see my guy for shit, I don't know how long had it been, Reggie? It had been a couple of years since we had seen each other in person. But to of course to get back with my guy Reggie, like Tampa kind of it definitely helped with getting through the rest of 2021. So yeah, shout out to Tampa, man.
All right. I'll let you go again, Cherie.
Energy.
Energy? You can go, Smurf.
Energy. It's an important factor that people have now taken consideration in. Energy, because energy, it's passed so easily, whether it's good energy or bad energy. Like we've taken such consideration into it that now we tend to try and fill out the energy, whether it's in a room, in people, like that's part of the things that we look for now, even in relationships. Like, what kind of energy is this person bringing to me, and what energy am I giving them? So yeah, it's one of those important factors that has finally been brought to the forefront, and that definitely needs to be in consideration whenever dealing with people and with situations.
All right. Reciprocation. As far as when I think of energy, I think of reciprocation. I think that's for a lot of us, that's a big part of, like Smurf said, the energy that we put out. A lot of people, and me in general, I don't necessarily have to have that same energy back, but if there is some kind of exchange of energy, then I'm good with that. And I think that for me, that goes, along with everything and every aspect, because we can use the cup analogy. You never want to pour, into something that is not going to pour back into you.
Right.
I'll let you go, Smurf, and then I'll finish it off.
Reggie, podcasting.
Oh man, podcasting.
I was gonna do that one.
Podcasting. A passion. Therapy. Growth. I've seen a lot of growth in just myself and a lot of other things. It has taught me a lot about myself in general. I was about to say togetherness, but I think it's brought a lot of people in my life that wasn't there before, and even people that was in my life, i.e. me and you, Smurf, me and Cherie, me and Dre. It has definitely tightened the bond with people that I already had, that was close and tight with. You can hit Cherie. Yeah, go ahead.
Cherie, love.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Love is wanted. It is a powerful drug. It is beautiful. And I think it's needed. A lot of people need to be loved in whatever way. There's different forms of love. So yeah, everybody needs their own love. Self-love is important as well. So yeah.
All right, I will close this one out. Smurf. William.
Man. Of course, I always joke as being a lovable asshole. It's something that I am, unfortunately. Well, I'm not even gonna say unfortunately, because I've pretty much embraced it. I'm lovable to everybody that I feel like I'm lovable to everybody that I come across. I feel like I never meet a stranger, even though I will keep myself at a distance for all the right reasons. I can definitely be an asshole. I don't tolerate the bullshit, you know, like, and I think it's come with age and things like that, age, experiences and things like that. But like outside of being this lovable asshole, like I try and treat everybody with respect, same way I want to be treated. I love my friends. I love my family. I just try and be a good person, and spread as much joy to anybody that I come across if I can, and just enjoy my life, man. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Cherie.
Oh, the growth. That is the first one, growth. I mean, I think if someone that truly thought they knew me back in 2018-ish up until this point, they would, okay, let me take it back. 2013 up until this point, yo, they would be like, she has evolved. So I'm gonna say growth, evolved, more confident. I have a new aspect on life when it comes to certain things. Okay. I guess that could be growth too, or something. I don't know. But yeah, growth is the main one for me.
Mm-hmm. You know, we're gonna get you a hobby too. I was just thinking about that. We're gonna find you a hobby. That's okay. You know what, 2022 Smurf. That's we're gonna find.
We're gonna make her do fucking karate with Kyrie.
I think podcasting, honestly, Reggie, I really do enjoy it. I don't think I have it's a lot of time and energy that is put into podcasting. I see you do it all the time, and I'm like, you know, with work and then coming home and being the mom, do I really have the time? But again, I will always, and I will continue to say, it's very therapeutic to me. So it's like something that relaxes you and make you feel good, you'll find time for it. So it may be podcasting. I don't know. Maybe in 2022, I'll try to start something. Who knows? I think I mentioned this on the last podcast that me and you done together. And I had some people text me and they're like, you know, I will support you. So, you know, that makes me feel good. But it's just a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not very savvy when it comes to all this editing and shit. So
listen, if I do, like, I'm entertaining a network. I actually want to like start a podcast network, but we'll see how 2022 go. But yeah, and that would benefit. You know, all of us would benefit from that.
That would be dope.
all of us, you know, can benefit from that. In-house editors, all that good stuff. Because I swear I hate doing this shit, but whatever. I not just podcasts, just, you know, a lot of times the tedious stuff, Smurf know, editing,
man,
description, timestamps, all, like, just
that's why we
it can become a lot.
That's why I wanted to take a lot of the burn off. I tried to take as much of the weight off of you with our sports podcast, because I know you have Unapologetic. It definitely, I know it's time consuming trying to punch shit in and things like that. So definitely it's a lot of work, but when you have the passion for it, you like to do, you know, you love what you do, it comes natural.
Absolutely. But that's it, man. That's it for this episode, man. I appreciate both of y'all for being on with me, and just you know, in the absence of Dre, shout out to Dre. Love you, my guy. You know, helping us Unapologetic close out 2021 and, you know, transition into this new year. You know, I'm looking for bigger and better things out of this platform, as well as Aries Talking Sports. Yeah, we almost at episode 20 on that one, so we moving right
Yeah,
along.
man.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, since Dre's not here, I always do this for him. Mental health is real. Shout out to Dre. Hope all is well, brother. But mental health is real. Please keep in mind, of course, reach out to whoever you need to reach out to, even if it's us. Like everybody needs that person that they can talk to. So hey, if you're going through some shit, you know, find somebody that you can reach out to and get it off your chest.
Absolutely. Red Diamond.
Yes, as always, I'm gonna continue to say thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Dre, hope to see you soon on a podcast with you. I'm looking forward to that conversation, whatever it will be. Everyone else, Unapologetic, the Pod Nation family, just thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. I don't think you said it not one time.
I didn't.
So I
always catch him at look. There you go. Because I always catch him at the end.
But I was
episode.
thinking about it though. I was looking to it.
Share and subscribe. Even to my friends that watch. Subscribe and comment in the comment section.
Please do.
Don't text me. Don't inbox me.
Please. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I get the same thing. They text me and I'm like, put in a comment, especially on the conversation about, you know, just the paternity test, because that's a good one. Actually, that would have been like a good live segment just to do live on Facebook.
And you know, I got back on Facebook just for that. So if you entertain it later, then yeah. But yeah, again, thank you. I hope everyone have a very safe and happy new year. Positive vibes your whole 2022. Yeah, just be safe out there because Omarion is real.
Omarion definitely real, and we ain't talking about the dancing one. But
yeah, it's motherfucking dancing tonight.
Yeah. He doing a he doing a number on motherfuckers. Yeah. But yes, thank you for all the supporters. I did post something, you know, about the views that we've gotten within the last 3 weeks, which was very, very, very humbling, because I mean, as I always say, like, just to put out something and have people listen to you or watch you, you know, and be invested in it enough to like keep coming back means a lot. But please subscribe, because you know, having 190 something subscribers and you're getting like 3,000 views in, you know, 3 weeks, like there's a big difference, you know, between the two, you know. But you know, that helps us grow this platform as well, and that's ultimately what I want to do, is grow this platform into, you know, something bigger and better, because as I just said, this is a passion for me now. But just thanks to everybody. Thank you to y'all too for actually holding me down and holding us down, holding me and Dre down, you know, for the times that he couldn't be here. And even there's times I didn't even want to record, but you know, y'all was available, and I was like, well, let's get it. Fuck it. Like today, I probably wouldn't have recorded, but I told Sharita I was probably gonna record, and I mentioned it the other day, probably yesterday and Smurf was like, if you need me, let me know. So I was like, you know what? Let's get it. But yeah, man.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
And this is to you and to Dre. I'm definitely proud of you guys. Like you said, you posting those views within the last couple of weeks, man. That's dope. Like you said, it's not translating as of yet. It's going to. So I mean, we know how this rolls. I'm very proud of y'all, man. Like, even when y'all from y'all first episode to now, man, like to watch it grow and to see how everything evolved for you guys, it is always amazing to see. And of course, with y'all being my friends, and I can be like, damn, that's my dog right there. Like him and Dre, they are fucking doing it. So I love you, dog. Dre, I love you. I'm proud of y'all boys. Keep grinding.
Love y'all too. Hey, listen, wherever this podcast go, y'all coming with me, man. I'm telling you, because I have podcasts, I have friend podcasts. Like if wherever this podcast go, I'm bringing people with me for real. Especially if I can get somewhere and then even start a network to where we just build something all together. But yeah,
man,
because it's enough, for everybody to eat.
Enough room for everybody.
Yeah, but as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Thank you to everybody. Love y'all. Stay safe. Merry Christmas. This is probably the New Year's episode, so Happy New Year to everyone that's listening to this. Hopefully, we will all be here to transition into 2022 and beyond. And I'll be here. Me, Dre, Cherie, Smurf, whoever is on, will be here to give y'all more content as we go on. But that's it for us. We out of here.
Hey.
Bye.
There you go. Next week, y'all.